What's up, everybody? FSC Trucking. We're over here in a winter wonderland of Hagen, Montana. That's exit 16 off of Interstate 90. Just one exit past or towards the east side of the two scales that are in the median. I forget, St. Agnes, I think they call them scales. Anyways, we're over here in this little gas station, truck stop, kind of hotel deal. It's a good little place to park. They actually got a good signal here. What's up, brother? So that's where we're at. Got Orwell behind me. Orwell is my 1984 Peterbilt 362 Cabover. I guess everybody knows that by now, but if you didn't, now you know. And what we're doing is we're taking this wheel loader. The wheel loader is going to Grand Forks, North Dakota. We loaded this yesterday down in Tacoma. Got out to here, took a nap, made a video. Now it's time to get trucking because we're trying to get this off tomorrow afternoon. So it's kind of a late morning and we got some driving to do. So there we are. I'll tell you what though, it is, despite what it does to equipment, making it absolutely nasty, this is beautiful country. Oh, look at that. Look at the scenery around here. Look at this. Spin around. And just look at all that, huh? One of those mornings, it's just great to be alive. You know, sometimes I get bummed out and I get a little depressed. You know, everybody does a little bit. I'm like, man, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to film today. Sort of pushing the buttons and get trucking. Well, I'll find a motivation, pick it up and do what you do. That's how I try to press on. You know, but with some people, the downfalls get big and sometimes you just have to find a way to pick it up and get moving again, you know. I just found out some really bad news today. By the time you see this, you guys probably already know. I woke up this morning, looked on Facebook, Tim Gentry's shop burned down. That's devastating, man. How do you get on with that? What kind of equipment was inside? Tools, trucks, equipment. Which truck survived? The ones that he was working on, that blue Peterbilt. He just got this. He just got the frame for a rooster in there. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even know. I haven't spoke to him yet. I just seen on Facebook. He posted a picture, and I'm like, man, how do you recover from that? That's just scary stuff, man. God forbid something happen to that. You know, what do you do? But you still got to press on, and I'm sure by the time you see this, he's pressed on, and I don't know. I got some ideas. We'll see. With that, I'm going to enjoy the scenery. I got to get the computer put away. I got to do my logbook, all of that crap. We're going to limp her home. I made that decision. We're going to limp her home. That stack's going to get repaired at the shop, my shop, that we can get hauling ass today, get dropped off tomorrow, get to the shop. I'll work on Orwell, get some stuff done. I don't know how long. I'll probably be home for maybe a week, I'm going to guess, but I'm not sure. Got a bunch of crap I got to do. All right, with that, Orwell says, I'm aired up. Let's get out of here. All right, we're out of here. Let's go. Alrighty, boys and girls, let's get a show on the road, shall we? So I've got the computer working on a video, putting it together. So I have the top open and the inverter sitting in there again. One day I'll hook it up like in the back or something so it'll work better. But for the time being, that works. I know it looks bad, but what are you gonna do? Run what you brung. Let's gently rock the truck out of its hole. I was gonna fuel up here. This place no longer takes COM data, according to the sign on the door. They used to. They don't anymore. So There's a Pilot at exit 47. We'll go there. $1 in the hotel, and then they got this here. I guess that's still part of the Silver Dollar. Western Bar, gift shop, casino. I wonder if there was a bar in there. And it's this time of year, it's all the snowmobilers come into play in Montana. Sounds like fun to me. So yeah, this is exit 16. Mile mark 0 is the top of Lookout Pass. Across that mountain both times at night, so sorry you guys got robbed on video of that one. Look at that stream right there in the snow. Like I said, it's just really pretty out here. That's a trail. It's an old rail bed. I don't see it on the Waze app, so usually active rail lines are on the Waze app. I don't see one, so that's probably a trail now. Or it's deactivated. Can't see if there's rails on it. It's covered in snow. But there's a lot of portions of the interstate where the rails are right next to the interstate, and I think it's a pretty, I don't know, I just think that's beautiful just to look. It'd be nice to see a train come rolling through, but maybe later. Look at that. Sand campground in St. Regis, going that billboard. Always thinking of that stuff, you know, stuff to do with the family. You can see that them old time stores with the flat fronts. I got the pink house with the very front's flat, like old western town. Oh, we are in the west. Be curious if any of you guys live around here. What's there to do in the summer and the winter? Like if I came out here on vacation, you guys know me good enough. What would be fun to do? Between the motorcycles, the razors, hell, even the boat. What would be fun and cool to do around here? I know it gets pretty curvy through here for a while. my Jake brakes are straight wired now. The switch at the throttle at the side of the engine, in the back of the injector pump, that switch has gone out. I didn't want to come out here without Jake's functioning, so I straight wired them so I can either hit the clutch and have the micro switch kick it like that there, or I can reach up and throw the switch. But if I hit the throttle, she'll just lay some smoke because it's going to add fuel to the Jake brakes, which is not supposed to Jake while you're on the throttle. That's why you'll see me requesting the switch. But I didn't want to be in the big mountain passes with a reasonably heavy load without the Jake, so that's why I have them. Obviously, it's not a requirement. You just have to know what you're doing better. But it makes life a lot easier if you have them. A lot of people probably don't know this. The wire engine brakes considered or called Jake brakes. Well, the original was designed by a company called Jacobs. See right here? Jacobs engine brake. It's an add-on to the engine. In other words, not original from Caterpillar or Detroit. It's Jacobs. Jacobs makes this type of compression brake. Nowadays, they're made by the engine manufacturers directly, but back in the day, they were made by a company called Jacobs. So, hence the Jake brake. Mine are the original Jacobs, because this is a very much original 1984 model truck. Heck, in 84, Caterpillars were painted white, put into Packard products. That's Kenworths and Peterbilts. Painted a Matterhorn white, not your traditional Caterpillar yellow. They stopped that later in years, but late 70s into the early to mid 80s, Peterbilt and Kenworth ordered them in white. Looking forward to getting back to the shop. Like I said in the previous video, I have a bunch of work I want to get done on Orwell. You know, we've got some issues with Orwell, and it's just all of a sudden, since I got back from Glamis, the truck and the trailer both got real needy, and we handled a lot of problems. Completely rewiring my trailer, that solved all the electrical problems that it had. Orwell had a couple issues. I replaced a few of the wheel studs on my steer axle on the left side. Had one broke, had one other one that was slightly damaged, so I replaced them. Obviously, everything else went with it. Serviced it, but then the hose burst on the cab jack. Not the jack itself, but for the lock on the back that holds the cab down should there be an accident or a hard break, and that hose burst, so that it's locked down permanently. Unbolt the jack from the frame. And it's just a hose that chafed against a piece of aluminum that I thought was okay, but it wasn't. It must have shifted when we relocated the cab jack when we installed the green APU. So I have a hydraulic hose to replace it so I can raise up the cab. That exhaust stack's got to be done. I want to look and see what we got available for actual chrome stacks. What's available, what I can order. A few places I could just go and buy something, provided they have it in stock. And nowadays, who knows, you know, who has anything in stock now? And would it fit, be the right height to work with this truck the way I want it, the way I want them angled and set up and so on. Then I have to completely redo the exhaust system from the turbo to the stacks to get both stacks working, because that again was modified with the EPU because the one side exhaust was too close, so we deleted the left side, or right side, I mean. Truck stop though. Got a little Conoco station, but that's about it that I can see anyway. There's a railroad that goes under. There's actually rail cars on the track. There's the old trestle that's completely cut off from the world. At least on this side. I always think it's sad when you see abandoned rail lines, only because it demonstrates the industry that used to be that isn't there. You know, if the railroads were there and they're gone now, it means the customers that they haul to and from are gone. That's not good for jobs and an economy in this country. I see an abandoned rail line. So when I see an abandoned rail line that's no longer active, that's, you know, dead and gone, there were jobs that that rail line serviced. Not so much the railroaders themselves, but the jobs that were serviced by the industries that were there that are gone. I think it's very sad. Tiny pilot. Which way do you point? I fuel. That way it helps mix it up. Alright, now we're good. This place could be a little tricky to get out of because you can't make a left. If you do, you have to turn around in the parking lot in the back. We have to basically do a big U right here. That's fine. clouds in the sky ahead of us, covering up the mountain peaks.